PSG and Atalanta Wednesday in Lisbon, the first of 4 single-elimination Champions League quarterfinals to take place in the Portuguese capital over the next few days. We welcome in Frank Leboeuf and Craig Burley. Craig, I'll start with you. Never one to oversell anything. How much are you looking forward to this tie?
Oh, thanks very much. Well, I'm looking forward to watching. I'm looking forward to this because PSG have it all on the line. Have had for quite a few years now because of the budget, because of the big stars that are there or not there at the moment. Some of them, as I'm sure Frank's going to explain, and just Atalanta have been magnificent to watch under Gasperini. Just under 100 goals in Serie A. Had a great start again after the restart, second time round, and really had a little falter at the end. But it can't take away from the magnificent season they've had. They've got a couple of issues themselves in terms of the players that are available from their normal 11. But that being said, bearing in mind they've played a lot of football recently, bearing in mind they're a lot fresher, there was a resumption of Serie A, the continuity is a lot better. That, I think, narrows the gap for me to a very talented PSG side, but one that's under the most pressure.
Frank, let's talk about some of those players that won't be there. Thomas Tuchel coming out and saying that Kylian Mbappe probably will be in the team, but won't be in the starting 11. We know Verratti's out. We know Di Maria's suspended. Forget the cases of guys like Meunier and Cavani, who had their contracts run out and are not available now. How confident are people around PSG that even with all of those absences, they can get the job done?
Well, everybody believes that there is something to do this season and maybe reach the final and being in the right side of the table, let's say, and maybe playing Bayern Munich in final. Everybody sees Paris Saint-Germain as a favorite, and it's when that's starting to come up, because every time Paris Saint-Germain is a favorite, it's been disappointing. So against Barcelona on the second leg in few seasons ago, against Manchester United in the Parc des Princes 2 years ago, so a year ago. So it's complicated every time Paris Saint-Germain is a favorite. But you have enough talent to win against Atalanta as long as you respect Atalanta. Mbappe should come on during the game, and for me the main concern is the fact that Verratti won't be in the midfield zone, where he's really the master when he plays, every time he plays. So, well, it's a big challenge for Paris Saint-Germain. It's for the first time the possibility of reaching the semi-final. Everybody is looking for that, and maybe going even further. Why not even winning it? So everybody believes it's possible. Everybody believes that they're all going to be tuned in and ready and up for it. And well, we just have to pray for them.
Craig, how much pressure on Neymar in this match? You got no Mbappe, you got no Cavani, who he clashed with. He left Barcelona to have it be his team. Now is his moment, surely, right?
Yeah, I mean, lots of pressure on him, but I don't know if he'll see it quite that way without the huge crowd and the normal circumstances that we have. We've been playing in Portugal behind closed doors. Kind of takes the edge off a little bit from a player's perspective. I don't think it takes the edge off from Thomas Tuchel's perspective, the coach. But yeah, I mean, it's time for Neymar to step up. If all these players are going to be out, we know the ones that are out, some are a doubt, some are not there anymore. So he's going to have to step up. The bottom line here is, when you take Mbappe and the rest of the players that Frank mentioned out the side, I don't think it's a great PSG team without all those players. I mean, yes, Neymar's a match winner, and clearly Mbappe is a match winner and more than. But when you take them out, then I think Atalanta will be rubbing their hands. And the other side of the coin, I don't know what Frank thinks about this. We've just seen Maurizio Sarri sacked after losing to Lyon and winning Serie A. Now, I know there were other issues for Juventus in terms of style of play and all that went with it. But I just wonder, Frank, bearing in mind they are so much heavy favourites against Atalanta, it is a chance to go to the semi-finals. Where does Thomas Tuchel stand if Atalanta knock them out?
Frank?
Well, I'm pretty sure that if Paris Saint-Germain don't go through, we're not going to see Tuchel next season leading the Paris Saint-Germain. It's a big pressure on him, and he knows that he has to believe on the players to do the job on the field. But I'm not as concerned about the level of the team as you mentioned, because players like Sarabia never been disappointing every time he played, and I'm pretty sure that Herrera can do the job. Well, I'm not sure about Paredes if he has to be lined up, but the quality of the team that you have facing the Atalanta is good enough to beat Atalanta as long as they are very tuned in and they want to do the job and they want to work. Of course, it's going to depend on Neymar. Neymar will be the one who can make the difference, like Messi does the difference for Barcelona, who became not as good as they used to be. So I really think that we need to see the players that we want to see stepping up and doing the job to make sure that they're going to make the difference against a surprising team, but an experienced team in that level.
All right, guys, let's get some quick predictions on the match. I feel like I've asked you both for your predictions on this match plenty of times prior on this show. Craig, I'll start with you. What's your final choice for Atalanta PSG?
What do you mean my final choice?
Have you been picking the same team all along?
Yeah. And I'll tell you why I'm picking it. I'm picking it because the injuries and the loss of players for PSG and the lack of game time with the French league not restarting. I know they've had games, but they're not up to match fitness. And for all those reasons, I'm going to go for a real shock here. If it is indeed a shock, I'm going to go for Atalanta.
All right. Craig Burley never one to sit on the fence. He takes Atalanta. Frank, you agree?
Of course not. Of course not. But I can understand the meaning of that bet. But no. Of course, I'm going to go for Paris Saint-Germain, and I see it's 3-1 for Paris Saint-Germain.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.